Only one valid solution exists for men with type 2 diabetes. So why haven't you heard about it? Hi, I'm Brad Pilon, nutritionist, author, and advocate for the truth about male type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes took my dad from me. With all the burdensome treatments, the daily medications, jabbing himself with a needle day in and day out, and all of the crippling physical complications, it robbed him from any sense of a normal life. The worst of it all, type 2 diabetes likely triggered the most painful and slowest part of his death, a rare and crippling bone cancer. If my dad watched this video you're about to see, I bet he'd be here today. He would have learned the new and proven solution to beat male type 2 diabetes instead of it beating him. While it's too late for me to show him, I'm now on a mission to get this information to the men who need it most. Now, before you brush me off thinking this is the usual stuff you hear about handling diabetes, let me reassure you it's not. I'm not some run-of-the-mill health enthusiast with a mystical discovery. What I do isn't extreme or overly complicated. It's straight up the middle, and it works. I don't mess with uncertainties or theoreticals. I find safe and proven strategies which deliver results. It's why my programs are international bestsellers. I have degrees in applied human nutrition, nutraceutical sciences, and nutritional science, all from the esteemed University of Guelph. What separates me from the mainstream is I have direct access to research not available to the general public. I have access to private research from the military, clinical studies, and even prominent institutions like Harvard. Studies and research which are kept under wraps from the general public for years. This incredible resource keeps me 5 years ahead of many of the other experts you'll meet. These are the kind of studies which make headline news in the future. You have no reason to believe what I just said. I might have given you a reason to ignore me, but I'm here to help the men serious about beating type 2 diabetes. So if you're willing to set aside disbelief for a few moments, then I'm going to show you which studies prove the only known true treatment for male type 2 diabetes. Look, male type 2 diabetes is far different than the diabetes which affects women. Your answer to beating it is also different. All I ask is you give me a few minutes of your time to see for yourself how to beat male type 2 diabetes. Because, as all the research indicates, you don't have 5 years to wait. But in 5 minutes and 23 seconds, you'll learn the easy little finger test which gives men the answer to beat this disease. Look, type 2 diabetes is probably the last thing you want to think about. And like millions of men, you're stuck with 2 treatment options. 1, the medical establishment. Here, you get lumped into a system using an outdated formula, drugs, injections, glucose monitoring, and some eat healthy advice. 2, health enthusiasts. Here you have so-called experts or someone with a secret discovery. It's all the obvious stuff. Big pharma conspiracy theories, cookbooks, superfoods, or some health fad eating plan. Each miss the real problems men face. Problems like stubborn belly fat, feeling depressed, crippling side effects from treatments, increased risk of heart disease or cancer, amputation, and it's never mentioned how your sex life is castrated. Today, we are at the forefront of a new answer, one backed with 13 years of research, one proven to work fast. It's time you get the answer to beat this disease. The current methods to treat and manage type 2 diabetes are quickly becoming outdated. Frankly, they never worked quite right to begin with. In fact, one standard treatment makes your condition 10% worse, while another wildly popular approach maims your health by a whopping 75%. This is not at all what I want for you, and I doubt it's what you want. Now, it's not news that type 2 diabetes is an epidemic. It has been since 1980, but men get the brunt of it. For example, in 2013, 14 million more men were affected with type 2 diabetes compared to women. Since then, it's only gotten worse. There is a reason for this gender gap, as you're about to see. The good news is, awareness surrounding male type 2 diabetes has increased, and also the research has exploded. In 2002, when I began looking for answers to help my dad, there were only 4 or 5 research papers about this specific solution to male type 2 diabetes. Today, there are over 700 plus and counting. Each of those papers points to one single conclusive answer. It's not some new drug or a complicated program to help manage your condition. The answer might come as a shock, because it also burns fat, helps restore your vitality, and supercharges your libido, just as a side effect. The answer? It's as simple as revitalizing a specific hormone in your body. This key hormone is a biological backbone every man from every walk of life possesses. In fact, Things like unwanted fat gain, feeling worn out, weak libido, and male type 2 diabetes are signature symptoms of not possessing healthy levels of this hormone. But those signature symptoms are all reversible once you know the right formula to put this hormone in gear. There is a reason it is your biological backbone. There is an undeniable reason of how being liberated from the pitfall of male type 2 diabetes so you can enjoy the security of living a long, happy, and healthy life hinges solely upon your ability to boost your natural levels of this prime and dominant male hormone. Simply stated, this hormone is your mojo. And please realize that it is your ticket to good health. What's the answer? Raising your natural levels of testosterone. Sounds simple, right? But raising your levels aren't as easy as you might think. This is where I come in. Now, before we go further, I must address old stigmas surrounding testosterone, because it's crucial you realize how vital this hormone is for men. You might think that testosterone is only for restoring youth or for building muscle, and yes, it will have those effects, but for a moment, I ask you to forget what you may have heard, seen, or even know about testosterone, because none of it will apply to you here. Here's why. Boosting levels of testosterone for men with diabetes is radically different than it is for guys who want to look younger or wish to pack on muscle like a bodybuilder. And make no mistake, my goal is to help you eradicate your diabetes, not to turn you into some muscle-bound monster. I'm inviting you here to learn today the pioneering formula to raise this hormone in a way which frees you from male type 2 diabetes. Keep in mind, rejuvenating your levels of testosterone is your pathway to robust health. One thing is for sure, your health is tied to it, your physical function is tied to it, and even your emotional function is tied to it. Basic and simple biology show how your levels of testosterone indicate ability to prevent disease or cancer, cognitive function, normal glucose regulation and insulin sensitivity, how long you live, your sexual performance and libido, your ability to resist fat gain and replace flab with muscle. All of this and more is biologically linked to testosterone. I can't stress enough how important this hormone is for you. But has your doctor ever tested it for you? Probably not. On one hand, you may have wondered if your testosterone levels were too low. Maybe you felt you lost a bit of your mojo. If that's the case, then your gut instinct was on the right path. On the other hand, there's a chance you had your levels tested, and if so, great. But did you find out what your normal levels should be? Hopefully, maybe. Most tests claim you're normal at 300, or the doc may say you're fine, tell you everything looks to be okay, and then shoo you out the door. Well, is that okay for beating type 2 diabetes? As you might imagine, if you're facing type 2 diabetes, your natural levels of testosterone can't be up in the air. Believe it or not, but it's likely that you have suboptimal levels. Your levels at the very least must be at 600 to beat this disease. So why are men being told misinformed answers? Simply because of the widespread lack of knowledge on how testosterone interacts with insulin in men. And we can't overlook insulin. Now, more than likely, a doctor may have tested your levels. It's the first step in managing diabetes, but your doc probably missed how insulin has a direct impact on your testosterone. It's not his fault. Unfortunately, most doctors are unaware of the latest and conclusive research that shows raising your natural levels of testosterone is a massive step in the eradication of type 2 diabetes for men. How is this lack of awareness possible? I'll tell you the distressing reason why in just a moment, but right now it's imperative that you see the latest research that expose the 3 alarming trends men face. The first trend will come as no surprise. It is that type 2 diabetes is a fast-spreading epidemic. Since 1980, the risk for men getting type 2 diabetes has steadily risen. The second alarming trend? Testosterone levels in men are plummeting. Just as men getting type 2 diabetes started rising in 1980, men's testosterone levels began rapidly declining. Men, unfortunately, face a cruel biological fact. For every decade after the age of 25, your testosterone levels sink by 10%. So why the alarming plummet? Do me a favor. With both hands, take your thumb and forefingers and pinch the area right around your belly button. Got it? What you're pinching in your hands right now is the third alarming trend, excess belly fat. You've been dying to get rid of it for a good reason. That round bit of belly fat holds both the problem and answer to beating type 2 diabetes. By now, it should come as no shock that men's waistlines started expanding in the same year when male type 2 diabetes started to soar, and also when testosterone levels began sinking. The reasons for this are out of your control: processed food, a lack of awareness, confusing health advice, and so on. But let's focus on what belly fat means for your health. For men, belly fat converts testosterone into estrogen. When this conversion happens, it causes many issues: more insulin resistance, an increase in stubborn belly fat, a decrease in libido, along with many other nasty effects, all of which can lead to a significantly increased risk of developing type 2 diabetes, or causing more devastating complications like getting Alzheimer's, heart disease, amputation, or even cancer. Now, for each inch of belly fat you have, your testosterone levels go down about 10%. So if you have 5 inches of belly fat, your testosterone levels can drop up to 50%. In other words, the belly fat you can pinch right now indicates your level of health. So how do you melt off belly fat, boost natural testosterone levels, and finally beat this disease? You can't. At least not with the current treatments. With them, you can only manage the disease instead of solving it. Here's what I mean. Today's typical treatments are failing men. These treatments and approaches stem from the 2 options I mentioned earlier: the medical establishment and health enthusiasts. Let's look at both. First, the medical establishment is handcuffed. Hospitals are handcuffed. Your doctor is handcuffed. It's due to the big corporate healthcare machine calling all the shots and dictating patient care. Doctors struggled through years of medical school, only then to get spit out into a modern healthcare system, a system where you are a number on a spreadsheet, a system based on profits, not quality of care. The bottom line? Doctors have zero time to catch up on new research. So how the hell are they supposed to know about the latest research or treatments? Well, it goes without saying that your doctor's hand is forced to give out generic solutions, ones that only manage your condition. But what do those treatments do to men without a smart strategy to maximize natural testosterone levels? They castrate you. Drugs like metformin can cause a 10% drop in testosterone. A quick dip like this makes it significantly harder to lose belly fat, while also making it easier to gain belly fat. An insulin pump can also pack on the pounds. Where do men gain weight? Right around the belly, which of course hammers your testosterone levels. And your doctor will likely advise you to lose some weight, as in get some exercise. Again, decent for only managing the condition. But I can say with complete confidence, your doctor isn't going to suggest any of these simple diet and exercise strategies, which naturally boosts your testosterone and peels off belly fat fast. Now, I'm not saying to stop your current treatments. You may be required to take them. However, without an active playbook to boost testosterone, it's likely you're going to suffer those emasculating side effects. Without any plan to peel off belly fat, you're stuck using these generic options to manage the disease and not solve it. The only other option outside of the generic band-aids from the medical establishment comes from the health enthusiasts. Many are well-intentioned, but most are wildly misinformed. They think their information is current and sound, but it just isn't. This group is large. It's composed of authors, health experts, supplement companies, and fitness coaches. They all hawk the same stuff. I'm sure you've seen their pitch before. It's some long video or some endless page promising you some big secret if you just watch to the end. And they swear you'll be cured overnight without even lifting a finger. Here's the glaring issue with those guys. It all sounds good. They're selling an easy solution to diabetes, one that sounds neat and plausible, and wrong. You see, most of those experts can only get their stuff from what is available online. Things you can find yourself in 10 minutes from a Google search. Things like cookbooks, the newest fad diets, or some woo-woo yoga pose. But let's be honest, we all know rainbows, unicorns, and a dash of sunshine aren't going to help you cure type 2 diabetes. In fact, one of the most popular diet variations marketed today actually lowers your testosterone up to 75%. That's like agreeing to make your type 2 diabetes 75% worse. And if you don't have type 2 diabetes, it's like being first in line to get it. To summarize, the options you have right now, the medical establishment or health enthusiasts, aren't getting it done. Here's where I come in. I'd like to introduce you to the male diabetes solution, your opportunity to finally rid yourself of this disease. The male diabetes solution is your new kind of intelligent playbook. It's your new playbook to beat this crippling disease. Let me tell you a bit about the male diabetes solution. The male diabetes solution is the first and only formula for men looking to beat type 2 diabetes. I've spent over 10 years compiling a start-to-finish system proven to boost your levels of testosterone. Remember, this isn't a guide to put on some muscle or look a bit younger. This is a playbook specific for men facing type 2 diabetes. For in it, you learn the life-saving strategies to raise your natural levels of testosterone to the right levels, raising them in just such a way where you lower your insulin resistance, peel off the health-damaging weight, and restore yourself to robust health. It can even render the use of those health-harming medical treatments as unnecessary. Best of all, this is a simple playbook any man can implement. Here's just a small sample of what you'll find inside the male diabetes solution. The one thing a man must do first thing in the morning to trigger a surge in natural testosterone levels. Despite widespread belief why eating right after a common physical activity packs on belly fat. Stop weighing yourself. How stepping on the weight scale demolishes your testosterone levels and leads to stubborn fat gain. Know the one measurement to concern yourself with. Chocolate, coffee, and beer. How they can be your iron fortress against type 2 diabetes. How to talk to your doctor to get the latest and best solutions to beat type 2 diabetes. The 15% eating rule. Cut out 15% of this and blast off 15 pounds of stubborn belly fat in just a few short weeks. The right kind of physical activity tailored to your lifestyle which can reverse your type 2 diabetes. How to know if you need your testosterone levels checked. Hint, it's based on the last time your wife begged you for sex. If you don't have time to work out, here's an odd but simple way to maximize your natural testosterone levels. And more, so much more. Again, the male diabetes solution is tailored to your needs as a man. Armed with male diabetes solution, I don't see any reason why you wouldn't be able to beat type 2 diabetes. This product is backed by science. The science is excellent. It's from the studies which cost upwards of millions of dollars to fund. Studies which sometimes take decades to become available to the public. I focused on making the strategies easy and flexible to use for even the most stubborn guys. Right now, there is no other all-in-one place to get answers to raise your natural levels of testosterone to beat type 2 diabetes. I wish I could go back and give my dad the male diabetes solution, because had he got his hands on the simple answers, he would be here today. He would be enjoying his grandchildren. My mom would still have her loving husband and not be alone. With the male diabetes solution, you don't have to be another number to this disease. You can reclaim your freedom. You can reclaim it with proven strategies tailored to your needs as a man. So right now, you might be asking what the cost is. How much is the male diabetes solution? You can get it today for only $37. I feel that's a fair and reasonable price. Look, I'm not a salesman. I'm not going to do some price slash reduction saying it normally costs $97, but it was $57, but from this page it's $37. I'm not going to insult you with slick tactics to make you jump at a deal. However, if you don't jump on this opportunity right now, then your chance to beat this time-robbing disease rests in the hands of bleak and common treatments. Here's what I mean. Remember, you won't find another product like the male diabetes solution for at least 3 or more years, which means you'll be forced to buy and try random solutions, or forced to just keep managing your condition with medical treatments you know wreck your levels of testosterone. And when you wreck your levels of testosterone, you get more insulin resistant, pack on more weight, and castrate your libido. Going down this path, at best, you'll hopefully get some kind of eat better advice. At most, you'll get something to keep managing your condition. Any benefit will be questionable and temporary. Look, I've spent years of my life and thousands of dollars creating this program. However, I don't want men to be left victim to murky, uninformed solutions. My goal is to get this into the hands of men who need it, and $37 is more than a fair value for everything you get. Again, I claim no competence in the dark arts of mass persuasion. What is in the male diabetes solution are solutions directed to men who care about solutions. These solutions can matter because practical men are affected directly or indirectly by the world of good, sound, and proven advice. So for $37, if you don't find that a fair and reasonable price for an intelligent solution to beat type 2 diabetes, then we are not a fit. And let's get down to brass tacks. Type 2 diabetes on its own is exorbitantly expensive. It's an atrocious physical, emotional, and financial burden. On average, type 2 diabetes incurs a monthly cost of around $1,200. It's a yearly burden of around $14,400, and that is a best-case scenario. Let's not also forget all the hidden costs it has on your love life, your daily freedom, and peace of mind. If you chase after the miracle solutions you just learned about, you'll spend God knows what on plans which are proven to be utter failures for men. Instead, right now, you can end all that nonsense. You can avoid all those heavy costs and take action and choose what works. You can choose to have your freedom. If you are a fit, then all you have to do to get your hands on the male diabetes solution is press the button below right now. The male diabetes solution is delivered to you digitally. You'll get access to it immediately. You can keep it with you right on your phone and always have your playbook. Again, I made this so my dad could do it. My pop could barely use the VCR. So if you can open an email, you can use the male diabetes solution. I want to make sure I get the male diabetes solution in the hands of as many men as I can. I'm also keen on the fact that we don't know each other. You have no reason to believe me right now. So I'm going to guarantee your money for 60 days. I want you to see for yourself firsthand just how easy it is for you to reverse or beat type 2 diabetes. You can take 60 days and be the judge yourself. Take 60 days and experience firsthand what it's like to instantly boost your testosterone levels to reverse type 2 diabetes. Blast off your excess belly fat, crippling your health. Enjoy the freedom, vitality, and confidence of a supercharged libido. Get the fast-track playbook to be free of this disease. Reclaim your life, freedom, and masculinity. And at the end of 60 days, if for whatever reason you do not like the male diabetes solution, let me know and I will give you a prompt and courteous refund. No questions asked. If we're not a fit for each other, we're not a fit. It doesn't matter the reason. I focused on making this the best solution for men facing this horrific disease, and I want a client who is a good fit. The bottom line is, the male diabetes solution is simple. It's easy to use, and its strategy gives you plenty of cushion. It doesn't matter your lifestyle or situation. Instead of other products where you need to overhaul your lifestyle, the male diabetes solution is tailored to work with yours. Again, you can be the judge yourself. Your money is backed by my ironclad 60-day money-back guarantee. No matter how skeptical you are, you get 60 risk-free days to find out for yourself if the male diabetes solution is your answer. All you have to do is press the button below right now and claim your copy. After you press the button, fill out your information, and then the male diabetes solution will be delivered to you instantly. But you're not just getting the male diabetes solution today. It's my duty to give you every advantage possible so you can eradicate this crippling disease. With that said, I'm including 2 more powerful tools with your purchase of male diabetes solution today. You get both of these diabetes-busting weapons today absolutely free. The first weapon you get in your arsenal are the male diabetes meal plans. These are guy-friendly, testosterone-cranking meal plans. They're backed by the best nutritional science and give you a nutritional arsenal to force type 2 diabetes into surrender fast. Best of all, these meals are easy to prepare. I made them so even my dad could have whipped them up. My dad burned toast, couldn't even make pasta, and barely remembered where the knives were in the kitchen. I ensured the meals are almost done for you. Just get the foods, look at the simple steps, and it's as simple as set it and forget it. In just a matter of minutes, you'll have a meal which satisfies a man's hunger while also cranking up your testosterone. The second weapon you're getting today is optional. However, I figure it's not the worst idea in the world to give you one of the fastest ways to obliterate your type 2 diabetes. It's the Male Diabetes Solution Workout Plan. Now, before you let your notions jump to conclusions, these workouts are the opposite of some sweating, grinding, bodybuilding workout. Instead, you get a simple, doable, and enjoyable workout guide full of unique and easy strategies to boost your testosterone. These workouts are designed to work with your lifestyle, no matter your hectic work schedule or how much you think exercise is a chore. Now, if you've watched this far, it means you're serious, but you might still have a few doubts. I want nothing to get in the way of your decision, so I'm going to sweeten the pot just a bit. Today, you're not just getting the male diabetes solution. I'm also going to include 3 more guides to help you beat type 2 diabetes. Today, when you get the male diabetes solution, I'm also going to include my anti-estrogen handbook. Right now, in your house, at your work, and in your daily life are covert items which spike your estrogen. And for men, estrogen elicits effeminate-like emotional reactions, generates man boobs, and undermines your sexual competence. Furthermore, these covert items make beating type 2 diabetes an utter battle. So instead of being a patsy to estrogen, you'll have my top tips, secrets, and insights on the foods to eat, the items to eliminate in your house immediately, and the soaps you must stop using at all costs. And more, a lot more. You'll estrogen-proof your life and enjoy a faster path to beating male type 2 diabetes. Normally, this handbook is a $27 value, but it's yours free today with your purchase of the male diabetes solution. I'm also giving you 15 days to test out my premium email coaching service called The Advocate. Inside The Advocate, it's like you have me right next to you as your coach. 2 to 3 times per week, I'll send you a personally crafted male-specific health tip from me. I inspect the cutting-edge science you need to make sure you get the best results. You'll start each day on the right path and fast-track your way to peak masculine health. Advocate is exclusive to my top clients, and for 15 days, you get behind-the-scenes access. Normally, it costs $17 for just 15 days. However, you get it today as part of your male diabetes solution package. Plus, if you decide to stay in my email coaching, you'll get the preferred monthly rate of just $9 instead of the regular subscription cost. I can't offer that to everyone, though, so make sure you take advantage while you can. I'm also going to include another extraordinary bonus. Look, I want nothing, absolutely nothing to get in the way of your success. So I'm tossing in today as part of your male diabetes solution package, Diabetes Solution Diet Calculator. The Diabetes Solution Diet Calculator makes how much to eat, when to eat, or even what to eat all done for you. I know when you think calculator, you think math. Well, the math is done for you. All you have to do is plug in 6 simple body measurements and the rest is done. And yes, you know these numbers already. Just plug in the numbers and you get a 7-day map of what to eat. It works no matter your lifestyle, busy day, or what kinds of foods you love. With this calculator, you'll peel off belly flab day in and day out, which, as you know, will boost your testosterone levels while eradicating type 2 diabetes from your body. The calculator, to get such precise numbers on its own, could cost $97. However, today, it's yours free when you buy Male Diabetes Solution. All of these amazing bonuses are included in the 60-day money-back guarantee. Just click the button below now to get the Male Diabetes Solution along with all your super bonuses. Look, I want clients who are the right fit, clients ready to beat this disease once and for all. All you have to do is press the button below right now. You'll be taken to a secure checkout page. Your information is safe and 100% protected. Let's recap what you're getting today. You're getting the first and the only available solution type 2 diabetes that is specifically for men. You're getting the most efficient and proven steps to raise your natural levels of testosterone. You're getting it all in a flexible and strategic formula, one with plenty of cushion, one based on your biological needs, one suited for your lifestyle. We're also upgrading your order for free with the Male Diabetes Workout Plans and the Male Diabetes Meal Plans. You're also getting 3 super bonuses. You're getting the Anti-Estrogen Handbook, the Advocate, and you're also getting access to the Fat Loss Calculator. All of it for $37, and you can try it all risk-free for 60 days. Look, there's no other opportunity out there like this. Any other treatment is not even within 5 years of this one. In just minutes, you can claim back your masculinity. You can never be a victim of this disease or a burden to your family. Entertain the idea of how you will live, knowing you will not be a number to this disease, how you won't suffer through financial costs, emasculating side effects of treatments, or feeling lost. Instead, you'll be lean and healthy. Your sex life will come roaring back. You'll feel youthful, vibrant, and full of male vitality. Imagine your days like that, instead of what they look like using only the standard approaches which are proven to fail. Is it so ridiculous for you to try out the Male Diabetes Solution risk-free for 60 days? Like I said in the beginning, type 2 diabetes is about the last thing you want to think about. Today, you can get the smart answer to beat it and never have to worry about it again. All you have to do is press the button below now. Then just fill out the information on the 100% secure checkout page. Still here? Still unsure? No worries. To me, it reflects your seriousness about handling this solution. It tells me you're discerning about what you choose. To me, it says you're the sort of person that wants what works, someone who is an independent thinker, someone who gains their wisdom through experience rather than just books or anecdotes. To me, it says you're my kind of guy. Look, I get it. At times, you find yourself wondering if you can get an actual, simple, confusion-free answer to beat male type 2 diabetes. And other times, you just don't want to think about it. Well, I focused on what is going to work. What strategies will give you the results so you never have to worry about this disease again? What you'll find with the Male Diabetes Solution is simple. It's not extreme, it's straight up the middle. If you like facts taught in a straightforward, simple manner which deliver results, then you stand a lot to gain from my advice. Your past experiences with other treatments or advice do not indicate where you'll be going. Male Diabetes Solution is the new answer, one designed to give you back your freedom. All you have to do is press the button right now. And like I said, I know the Male Diabetes Solution will have no trouble finding the right men for it. It will have no trouble finding thousands of men ready for the answer to beat male type 2 diabetes. Right now, you are in a unique window of opportunity to get the answer for male type 2 diabetes. Or you may have to wait 5 years, and by then, your complications will be worse. If you don't want it, then leave the page. Men have to be decisive. I have thousands of men getting involved. It's time for you to take control and make a decision. If you're on the fence, we're not a fit. You decide. Push the button and get the answer for beating male type 2 diabetes, or leave the page and wonder, what if? You decide.